You know the salon chair, right? It's a place for a trim, a new color, a little bit of chit-chat. But what if I told you it could also be a front line in a hidden public health crisis? That is the powerful, powerful idea we're going to dig into today.
So, let me just ask you this straight up. Can a haircut actually save a life? It sounds like a stretch, doesn't it? But, as we're about to see in this explainer, the answer is a resounding and very carefully structured yes.
So, how in the world does this happen? Well, it all starts with understanding the unique role a salon plays in a victim's life. It often becomes a sanctuary, totally in disguise.
Okay, to really get this, you have to step into the mindset of abuse for a second. Abusers almost always use isolation as a weapon, right? They cut victims off from friends, from family, but a hair appointment? That's often seen as, well, permissible, necessary even. And that makes the stylist one of the few people, and I mean literally sometimes the only person, a victim can see regularly and alone.
And this quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? This isn't about turning stylists into police officers or therapists, not at all. It's about recognizing them for what they often already are, the first responder of the social world, the first person who might notice something's wrong and be in a position to help.
Now, to really understand why this initiative is so absolutely critical, we need to look at the cold, hard facts of the problem. We're going to focus on one state where this issue is being tackled head-on, Kentucky.
Get this. In just a single year, this is the number of official domestic violence reports filed in Kentucky. 32,000. And let's be real, we all know the true number is probably way, way higher.
Okay, now look at this number. This is the percentage of women in Kentucky who will experience violence or stalking from a partner in their lifetime. 45%. That's nearly half. Just let that sink in.
And this stat right here just brings it all home. Nearly half, 1 out of every 2 violent crimes in the entire state are connected to domestic violence. This isn't some side issue, it's a core public safety crisis.
So, with a crisis this huge, why are we focusing on a salon chair? What makes this one specific spot so incredibly powerful? Well, the answer is actually found in some really fascinating sociology.
You see, sociologists have this term third places. They're not home, that's the first place, and they're not work, the second. They're these neutral zones where the normal rules kind of relax. And this unique environment, it just creates this opportunity for connection, for opening up, that really doesn't exist anywhere else in a person's life.
And that special connection even has a name. Kitchen table candor. Think about it. The physical touch of someone washing your hair, that low-pressure eye contact you make through the mirror, it actually makes people relax and open up. A stylist might hear about a partner's growing jealousy or financial control months, even years before it escalates into a full-blown crisis.
Okay, so a stylist sees the signs, they hear these stories. Now what? What do they actually do? This is where all that theory becomes real-world practice with a simple and potentially life-saving conversation.
And here's the beautiful part. The protocol is so simple. It's just 3 steps. It is not about intervening or investigating or giving advice. No, it's about creating a safe space to listen, to believe, and then, this is key, to connect that person with professional help. That's it. Simple, powerful, and safe for everybody.
And this comparison just makes it crystal clear. The wrong approach? Whoa, look at that bruise. You need to dump him. You know, it's judgmental, it puts the victim on the defense, and it might just shut down the only lifeline they have. But the safe chair approach? It's gentle. It's just, I noticed you seem a little stressed. I want you to know this is a safe place. It opens a door without forcing anyone to walk through it. It just plants a seed of safety.
The training gets super specific too, giving stylists a real guide on what to watch for. Physical signs are huge, obviously, like bruises on the scalp that are hidden by hair, something only a stylist is going to see. But the behavioral signs are just as critical. Things like a client panicking if the appointment runs late, or a partner who just won't stop texting or who insists on hovering right there. Those are massive red flags.
Look, one trained stylist is a lifeline. That's amazing. But what happens when you train every stylist? Then you go from individual acts of kindness to building a genuine statewide network of safety.
And that's the whole goal of legislation like Kentucky's Senate Bill 146. The idea is to make a simple 1-hour training course mandatory to get your license. And here are the most important parts. It would be free, it would legally protect stylists who are trying to help, and, this is absolutely vital, it does not make them mandatory reporters for adults. That could actually put victims in more danger. The focus is always on connection, not coercion.
So the big picture, the real dream here, is this: to turn thousands of individual salons into one big, visible, interconnected safety net. Just imagine a world where someone could walk into any salon in their state and know for a fact that the person behind that chair is a trained, safe point of contact.
So, this all leaves us with one final big thought. We've just seen how a totally ordinary place can become something extraordinary. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If a simple salon chair can become a sanctuary, what other safe spaces are we overlooking? Hiding in plain sight, all around us.